the Equity Bank has been one of the most successful institutions. You have been successful in basically mobilizing and investing in equity instruments, something that is very rare on the continent. Especially for the small and medium enterprises. I recall only 2 weeks ago when we were launching a project with the Tunisia Stock Exchange in Tunis, I was told that the small and medium enterprises there are indebted to the level of 90 or 95%. And the project there aims at actually trying to get now the small and medium enterprises to tap on equity investments or to broaden their capital base. Looking at your experience, and it's been a very fascinating one, of course, very successful. There are lessons, I'm sure, that we could learn from you, and perhaps you could tell us, what areas need further focus so that the small and medium enterprises in particular can access equity financing. Welcome, James.
Thank you very much. As has been said, there is quite a number of areas that we need significant improvement for SMEs to be able to access capital investment. The first one, of course, is the capacity. When one is seeking to invest in an SME, they look at the capacity of the SME to move most likely to the next level, because any additional capital injection, any funding to an SME require it to be take the SME to the next level so that it could be able to pay or give a fair return. And essentially, capacity is on a wide basis. It's either the systems of the SME itself, it's the structure of the SME itself, it's the human resource requirement, is the technology requirement of the SME. So that whole scope in terms of the needs of the SME is very, very central. Another significant area that require a lot of improvement is this area of governance. People tend to say, what guarantees, what assurances? And it appears governance structures are the most credible and dependable structures that outsiders, that investors would rely on. They want to have an element or a feeling of certainty, a feeling of predictability, a feeling of dependability. And the best instrument that can really be used in that area is governance structure. What governance structures have we put in place that people can say, if I have nothing else to hold on, I believe these governance structures can guarantee continuity, can guarantee the future, can guarantee practices, best practices will be observed. The other aspect is the ability of the SMEs to present themselves. We have had the situation, yes, you can see the SME has the need, but it's not able to strategically be able to communicate. How do we package the story? How do we package the need in such a coherent manner that the investors can see and we can be able to be seeing the same thing? Strategic plans, for instance, by the SMEs sometimes are lacking or are not comprehensive or are not conclusive, and one says, what will be the consequences? So seeing through, for instance, the business plan, the strategic plan of the SME will help a lot in terms of investment. And lastly, it's the issue of environment. And environment now, that which is outside the SME, regulatory, the policy framework within the country or the region that the SME is operating becomes pertinent. It may not be within the SME's control, but here it's where regulatory policy framework, enabling environment for the SME becomes a determinant to how much the SME would be looked upon in terms of investment. So if I may stop on those four major critical components, if we are able to put those in place, we would be able, using the 80-20 rule, say we'll have significantly moved the opportunity for the SME sector to receive the investments.
Doing business in Africa, you can't afford to be without Africa Investor.